Hey everyone, welcome back with Mac. We're going to continue our playthrough as Reptile in Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
If I am to die here, then it will be for the honor of my family. Very well. I believe that I will be of great assistance to Liu Kang.
I'm Reptile.
Your magics are too limited in our world.
That is correct, Kung Lao. But I can still give you my knowledge of this place. I will try to hide my presence from Shang Tsung. I dare not attract his attention and therefore endanger you.
Yes, Master Raiden.
And should you encounter Sonya Blade in this realm, be cautious. This place changes even the most honorable of warriors. She may no longer be a friend.
So you may have noticed, Raiden, when he teleported just now, there's a little bit of an orange energy instead of blue. Just keep that in mind for the time being. Just make sure between, after every cutscene, see whether or not, he leaves that blue little spark behind or that orange little spark, because it does matter. Alright. There, we got that guy at least in that portal. Not sure if I'll do the smoke missions and the extra fights with the Reptile, we'll see. Boy, I miss these goofy, geeky lines that the villains would say, man. It's kind of funny how she was waiting there for us the whole time. I mean, Reptile probably seen her fat ass from all the way from the portal and knew we had to head there first.
I believe your presence here is still a mystery to Shang Tsung, but you cannot defeat him alone. There is an ally here who may be of aid to you. Her name is Kitana.
Kitana?
She is a native of Outworld, and a powerful ally against those who threaten Earth.
Can we trust anyone who comes from this place? You said that if we...
This realm was not always as you see it now. It was once a place of indescribable beauty and purity. This world was corrupted by secret evil alliances. Be careful that the same does not happen to you. You must guard your heart, sometimes even from
Reptile's face in this is hilarious. Yeah, the thing is, once again, I love how much lore this game kind of added to the MK2 timeline. Alright.
Test your might.
Now this is the test your might, and when I was a kid that I just couldn't even get. And I was fighting for my life back in the day, trying to mash the X button as fast as I could. And back in the day, I mean, I was an idiot. I thought that it literally was only the X button did anything, but it was actually you can press like all four of the action buttons. Man, what a toss, guys! What a toss, if I do say so myself. Yeah, and I actually it kind of stinks because I actually did the first 3 levels, and unfortunately, yeah, the footage that I had, I had an issue with the emulator in which it didn't capture the footage. So I started the recording on my computer when I started up the game, and then I put the game in full screen. And for some reason, it's even though you could hear everything once I went to full screen. You couldn't see any of the screen recording for whatever reason.
Yes, follow, little one. Follow me to damnation.
So, unfortunately, that meant that because I was initially going to show how you unlock all the little red secrets and stuff like that. But since I already got them, I can't really redo it again without just rebooting the whole game. And I mean, what the hell is the point of that, Plus, I mean, there's other videos that are way better at showing off how to unlock all the red yin-yang secrets and stuff like that than me. So, I guess it was no big deal. Let's take out these guys. Whoa, what the hell? I didn't know they had invincibility frames. That's crazy. Damn. You guys are kind of kicking my ass. What the hell? Let's take it easy here. Oh, that was cool. I got him on the claws. That's actually how you get the red secret in this room, or at least one of them. Because you have to get a guy on each of those like hand claws of the statue, and that should be on the back of that statue's neck. There's also one you can return with later with the swing ability. That's another great thing I think about this game is the abilities. I think they could have taken advantage of them a little bit better, but that said, I mean there is a secret in every area of the game, like a red yin yang, and a lot of them is where you had to come back with an ability to be able to get them later on. But that said, I gotta get my ass out of here because I think they just endlessly respawn anyway.
Try to keep up, mortal. Do not be late to your own funeral.
Now normally this would be where, you know, if... Let's get here this guy first. These shadow priests piss me off. But normally this is where the part where we would be stuck. But I found some new videos that showed how I can, you know, continue the game without having to change the character or anything like that. And the codes I have, they're all in the description. So if you're interested, check the description below. There's a purpose for descriptions, guys. Come on. But now that my lecture's over, yeah, there's just codes that allow you to swap between movesets. So Reptile doesn't have Multalities, so I can just hold down L2, press down, and I will be the great Kung Lao, who has access to, you know, Multalities and stuff like that. And the game recognizes him as Kung Lao, so it'll show me the correct input and all this and that and stuff like that. But if I were to try it as Reptile, I tried it already, it would just be like 4 right arrows and then it would just block up and freeze. As you can see, his hat toss doesn't work very well with the Reptile model, but that said, it's actually better than most because whenever I try the hat toss with most characters, what usually ends up happening is you just teleport to the center of the room in like mid-air before you drop back down. I hope this heals me though. Fatalities I don't think heal you, but you know, there we go, yeah. Alright, we won't have to do that again, but one thing that I did forget to grab was the katana thing, so I'm going to show you guys how to get... Alright, I definitely jumped, but, you know, far be it from me to call the game a liar. Come on. But yeah, this is how you unlock katana. You gotta mess up 3 times before it shows up. This is definitely one of the most difficult secrets in my opinion to find, just because it's so... It's not something you expect, I feel like. I remember the only character I could unlock as a kid was Johnny Cage. And I think I unlocked Baraka back in the day. But with the other characters, like, to unlock them, it's usually pretty well hidden. But I don't know, back in this time one of the things I loved about Mortal Kombat, and it's one of the games that really got me into loving this particular thing, is concept art. I know that sounds stupid and all that other stuff, but I mean, man, like Resident Evil Outbreak, Mortal Kombat, I mean, looking at the concept art and, you know, using in-game points to buy stuff or coins, or finding secrets like you do in this game with the concept art. You know, they also have the fatality input images, which were useful. I mean, geez Louise, man. Especially with the Mortal Kombat games, because they... At this time, like nowadays, they don't really give a shit. It's just like random pictures and shit like that. But at the time, in like the 3D era games, they don't do it in this one for whatever reason. But I love the fact that it wasn't just, okay, here's this picture, enjoy. It was... They went on sometimes some pretty long, detailed, you know, descriptions of... This is what we were intending to do at this point of time. This is what it's supposed to be. You know, whether it be, you know, hey, this is a cut character named Dairu who was going to be in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. You know, this is what our idea for what the character was going to be. And, you know, we just going to get it to work, yada yada. Or maybe it was a canceled arena. You know, in Mortal Kombat Deception, I thought it was cool. They showed off their attempts. They wanted to do a 4-player combat mode where it was a 4-player free-for-all thing, I guess they just couldn't get it to work or whatever, they said. So it was like a canceled pretty early on concept. But I just thought that stuff was so damn awesome. You know, Deception, I remember they had the canceled mini games and stuff like that, in which, you know, halfway through the fight, kind of like similar to Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, like you would go off into an area of a stage and then eventually you would, and a mini game would activate for extra damage.
You're beautiful. Who are you?
Reptile with that W Riz, as these youngins say.
And you are enemies of this realm, and therefore my enemies.
Isn't she supposed to be helping us?
But yeah, that's what I loved concept art back in the day. Giving an insight of stuff that we couldn't have, but that's because I love like canceled things in games, you know, like beta stuff and all that sort of things. So it was cool that they gave us, you know, that kind of indication, a little bit of a look inside of this stuff back in the day. But, you know, I'm in the minority there. Even for like costumes and bios and stuff like that, they give you a little bit of description for everything. So I just thought that was all so cool. But I don't know. What do you guys think of concept art? Jeez, those like I said earlier, I think it was like last video or whatever. Oh, let's see what he has to say.
She is being controlled. You must release her from the spell and set her free.
Oh, notice it was blue. It was blue. Yeah, like I was saying last video with the designs, like this is, I think, a really great katana design. It's like I think they did just in general, they did really great work updating the designs of all the characters in this game to fit in their MK2 outfits and stuff like that, while giving them uniqueness. But I think this is an awesome, probably my favorite katana outfit in the whole series. Even I'm not really a fan of any of the girls in the series, honestly, to play as them, but I can still appreciate good designs when they have them. But yeah, I was talking about over-sexualization and stuff like that and the other thing, and I mean, look at the boobs on these character models. I mean, they're fighting for space on they're fighting for space on the characters, on the lady's chest, for Christ's sakes. They're so big, especially a katana, fighting for room just to breathe. So I think when it's stuff like that, yeah, I mean, who really cares at the end of the day? Like, I get it's kind of bad for society or whatever. I think it's something, like, I see, like, these jack dudes in the games all the time. I look at them, I understand, like, yeah, they're unrealistic beauty standards, you know. Maybe if I put myself on steroids and made my life all about working out and made it very vain and only cared about looks, yeah, I could probably look like fucking Liu Kang or something like that in this game. But, at the end of the day, you know, I think it's just they're fantasy elements. I don't think anybody should really care. Which, I mean, I think guys are more accepting of that kind of reality than women are. Especially since, I don't know, I think women, like, they have that's kind of always been the argument. Despite the fact there's, like, dudes that are half naked and wrestling or video games, stuff like that, it's always about, well, this chick is half naked. That's inappropriate. You know, they don't care about the fact that I just tore this chick's head off and blood spurting out her throat. All this other crazy crap. It's just, could she, I mean, you can do that fine, but could you at least just make sure she has some clothes on while you do it? But on that other note, I mean, I don't think, it's kind of weird when people are just so openly like, come on, man, like, I don't even like this game if the chicks don't have big boobs and, you know, I mean, how am I supposed to jack off to this and all this other stuff? Like, I just think what matters most is just how cool their design is. If big boobs are a part of that, or in Melina's case, it actually fits with her character, right? Because, you know, since she was always, you know, worried about, you know, her teeth and felt ugly and stuff like that, she always compensated for it by being the most scantily dressed. Like, even compared to these three here, I mean, I'll say she's most revealing and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's just, I think it's cool that they actually have like a storyline reasoning for it. And even games like Dead or Alive that are known for that stuff, like who cares? You know, if you know, I'm always just kind of a fan of the thing, whether it comes with anything in life. If you're just not a fan of something, you know, who cares? You know, it's not for you, you know? And I don't mean like, if somebody says they're not a fan, you know, bitch at them, tell them that they're bigots and it's not for you or anything like that, or you know, you just don't understand us or something like that. It's just, hey, you know, it's kind of like modern MK storyline, you know? I mean, I don't like the modern MK games at all, really, despite these being my favorites, but at the end of the day, I mean, it doesn't appeal to me. So, you know, even though I've kind of complained about them a little bit, kind of just saying why I don't like them and stuff like that. But that said, you know, at the end of the day, it's just kind of me telling why and explaining why I don't like this, rather than, oh man, this is horseshit. This game sucks now. They ruined it. You know, nobody should like this because I don't like it. That kind of stuff. You know, I think if you don't like something, you know, I think you should always have the right to complain about it in a way, and say, you know, hey, I'm not a fan of this. But I think there's overkill. You know, like I've never really experienced this personally because I'm just a small time YouTuber, but I'll never understand why people go to other people's YouTube videos, click on something they clearly do not like or have no interest in, just so they can say, yeah, you know, like if somebody didn't like Shaolin Monks and they clicked on this video, like, yeah, Shaolin Monks sunk, man. I don't know why anybody likes this game. Oh, it's trash, yada yada. Hey, come on. And that's coming from a guy, like I said, who was very adamant about, you know, why he doesn't like the modern MK games, which I didn't even go into full explanation. Oh, cool, they fixed it for me. But yeah, like what you like, and if you don't like something, explain yourself, but just don't be an asshole. That's my opinion.
Here, let me help you.
Thank you. Who are you?
I am Liu Kang. I come from Earthrealm. This is Kung Lao. We are here to stop Shang Tsung from attacking Earth.
Shang Tsung? It is not Shang Tsung that wants Earth.
Not Shang Tsung?
Damn, I guess it's canon that Melina has bad breath.
You better take a look
Or
at
maybe
this.
she doesn't shower. Something was smelly about her.
The other is only stunned.
Jade?
Yeah, they really did Jade very, very, very dirty in this game, all things considered.
Don't touch me! I should destroy you for killing Jade!
She tried to kill us. I am sorry. You were under a spell of some sort. You were trying to kill us.
Where am I? How did I get here?
Maybe this one can explain. And do not look under the veil.
Let me go!
Explain yourself.
Jade was my Kitana's best friend until Jade was forced by Shao Kahn to hunt her down and bring her back to him. We were given a spell to control her.
Shao Kahn. Isn't that your father?
I do not blame you for this, Jade. I blame the man that forces me to call him father. The one who killed my true father and stole his throne. I blame Shao Kahn for what he did to my mother.
What is it?
I am remembering a lot now. Where's Reptile?
Who?
Reptile.
I'm right here.
Is here, so is
Kung
Reptile.
Lao's like, what the
They
fuck are you
inseparable.
talking about, oh?
I am certain that they have both been charged with hunting me down. I cannot let her escape.
Wait!
There is more to this than we know.
Raiden would tell us if there was.
You need to think more about what is happening and less about this girl you just rescued.
I think this game as a whole did Kung Lao a lot of favors in the community. I think this was really the game where they kind of allowed Kung Lao to have his own personality and especially show it off in a good way, other than just, you know, character bios and endings and stuff like that. think that's another reason why people love this game. But yeah, as far as Jade goes, I mean, I get it. You know, they probably couldn't think of another way to really implement her into the story after this. But yeah, the fact that she was kind of just under Shao Kahn's control, but Jade, I think, was always like a I guess a hero character, to say the least. So it's kind of sad that she just kind of died in that part of the game.
Kung Lao, Liu Kang, I have discovered that Shang Tsung has somehow used the Elder God's magic boundaries to make Outworld vulnerable.
I do not understand.
You can weaken him by winning victories against Shang Tsung's assassins. It means that your every battle here affects Shang Tsung's power directly. You must fight until one of you is victorious. It is the only way to save Earth.
We will be in competition with each other then.
Shang Tsung's power will be divided between you. That will make him vulnerable and incapable of attacking Earth.
Raiden, who is Shao Kahn? Where's Kitana?
He is not to be concerned with. Kitana is still regaining her memory and trying to understand the effects of the magic she was cursed with. You two must concern yourselves with saving Earthrealm. Through the portals you will find more battles, more ways to weaken Shang Tsung.
Yeah, don't be concerned with the Emperor of Outworld. It's all about Shang Tsung. How many songs can Shang Tsung sing if Shang Tsung could sing songs? That's the real question here, folks. So now what we gotta do is use the Fist of Ruin to break these statues that apparently somehow have control over these gates here, I guess. Speaking of which, how the hell did Melina and Kitana get past this? Alright, this is getting ridiculous. There we go. Now we just got this, but I think that damn Shadow Priest, yeah, there he is. That's it, we gotta kick this guy's ass. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If I could actually hit him, like I said, I'm locked onto the dude, I'm just sliding the wrong ways. But yeah, once we're done taking care of this guy, that's gonna be the end of the video. So thank you guys so much for joining, and if you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out next week's episode where we continue our playthrough, fighting games every single Friday, of course. But above all else, please remember to have a nice day.